If you're going on a date this week, here are a few things that you could talk about. Welcome back to my show, If You're Going on a Date This Week, where I talk about everything going on in the world in terms of movies, music, TV shows, pop culture, entertainment, anything going on in the world that you could talk about on your date. Those are the parameters. It's always going to be something that you can talk about with like somebody you just met or with your coworkers, your best friend, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your family, anybody you talk to in your life. These are great conversation starters, just great topics. It's also a great way to get up to date and know about what's going on in the world of pop culture and just like life in general, always with the parameters of something that you could talk about. So it's going to be like fun. It's not going to be super intense, never like political or all of that blah. It's always going to be fun. So let's get into it. The first topic is, it is reported that Stevie Nicks and Tim McGraw are set to perform at Taylor and Travis's wedding, which is also reported to be this weekend, July 3rd and July 4th at Madison Square Garden. You either believe it or you don't. Like there's two camps of people. Like some people are like, it's happening. Like the rumors are out there, but like the rumors have come from something. Like a wedding like this is just too hard to keep under wraps, especially if it's like 300 to 1,000 people. Like someone's going to leak it. It's going to get out somehow. There are reports that like people are being told to go to a location, which is New York City, and then they're either being flown to somewhere or driven somewhere or like bussed somewhere. The rumors are crazy. This one feels like a rumor that could really be true. Taylor Swift has really great relationships with both Stevie Nicks and Tim McGraw. Her first like massive single was Tim McGraw, so it would be really cool, like a very cool full circle moment for Tim McGraw to sing at her wedding. Also with Stevie Nicks, like I feel like Stevie and Taylor have a really special bond and are obviously very interconnected in music and everything. And to have Stevie Nicks perform at your wedding would be the coolest fucking thing in the world. Like, can you imagine Stevie Nicks singing Landslide as your first song? What? And like everyone's like, oh, like what's your first song? And you're like, oh, it was Landslide, like by like Fleetwood Mac. And they're like, oh yeah, I know that one. And you're like, oh, and Stevie Nicks sang it. And also, I'm Taylor Swift. So obviously that's not gonna happen like the normal regular like fucking Britney. It's not going to happen to Britney, but it would happen to Taylor Swift, and that would be really cool. So it's being reported that all of these different things, the wedding's going to be this weekend, so I will be keeping a close eye to what's going on. It's supposed to be at Madison Square Garden, July 3rd to July 5th. Also, they've supposedly filed permits to, I feel like I have to say supposedly so they don't like sue me. Not that they're going to sue me. They don't know who I am. But they supposedly filed permits to like block off all of the streets around MSG, which is crazy. So we will see. We will see if any of this is real. It would be a great lineup to have Stevie Nicks and Tim McGraw as your wedding singers. I feel like they're ideal wedding singers. I don't know who I'd like to have at my Taylor Swift. I'd love to have Taylor Swift sing at my wedding. If it was my choice, up to me, probably Taylor Swift, Noah Kahan, Luke Combs. Oh my God, that would be amazing. If I could have, probably my dream lineup of singers at my wedding: Noah Kahan, Luke Combs, Taylor Swift. I mean, Olivia Rodrigo closes out. Can it get better than that? No, it can't. The next story is Sombr was on Jimmy Fallon this past weekend to debut his new song, which I love, by the way. Like, I really think Taylor Swift is onto something with all this Sombr hype and being like, you guys, Sombr is the next generation of artists. Like, the kids are going to be all right with Sombr. I see what she's saying. I think he's incredibly talented. I think that his music is really great. He's writing and doing it all himself. Also really vulnerable and honest. He's talking about body image and all these things that like you don't really hear guys talking about or singing about. So I think he's going to be here for a while. I'm impressed with what he's put out so far. I really like his music. But anyway, he was on Jimmy Fallon, and Jimmy Fallon asked him, he's like, you were obviously picked by Taylor Swift to sing to her at the induction into the Hall of Fame. And he was like, yeah, like I cannot fucking believe the fact that I was picked by Taylor Swift to introduce her. Like, I don't know what's going on either, guys. And he's obviously really humble about it and just like very grateful to be in her orbit, let alone like be this close to Taylor Swift. And he revealed that she actually let him pick the two songs that he would sing. And he picked Dear John and Cardigan, which is like fucking taste. Like, Sombr knows ball. And I think those were such great choices, because Dear John is like one of the original songs from her discography and just really shows her range and her ability. And then Cardigan is a more recent song and also shows the depth and like the range that she has from start to now. Couldn't have picked better if he tried. Dear John Cardigan, well fucking done, Sombr. And I just think he's really endearing, and I think people are really starting to like him and come around to him. I don't know where all the hate for Sombr came from. I don't know why there is so much hate for Sombr. But I'm a fan. I've been a fan for a while. I think his music is great. And sue me. Sue me. I want to be wanted, Audrey Hobart. The next story is, I lost my list of stories. There they are. I saw this. I wrote this down because I thought it was funny. I saw this video that said, if you're having a bad day, just know that Travis Kelce has to write vows for Taylor Swift. Can you imagine having to write vows for Taylor Swift? And I made a TikTok about this, and like, of course, the comments were like, I'm sure he'll be great. I'm sure. Yeah, I know he'll probably be great. But like, how funny is that concept to think about the fact that like one of the best songwriters of our generation, maybe of all time, is going to write vows to this person. He's going to be like, you is kind, you is smart, and you is important. I just think that's hilarious, and I think it's funny to think about. Okay, moving on from their wedding. Obsessed Fest was this past weekend. Amazon's first ever inaugural Obsessed Fest, they're calling it, where they brought together all of the shows, all of the casts of their most famous, most viral Amazon shows. And I've talked a lot about in the past weeks how Amazon Prime has really carved out a niche for themselves with these like rom-com fantasy, like I don't think fantasy is the right word, but like college-aged, high school-aged, like transitional love stories where they're adapting books that are so incredibly popular, like The Deal, which became Off Campus every year after, which is less popular but still pretty popular. Of course, The Summer I Turned Pretty. How they have just really created like a very impressive niche for themselves with all of these shows. So they created a festival to bring all the casts together. Genius, fucking genius, like VidCon style. And J-Lo did a surprise performance to introduce the cast of Off Campus panel, like their panel of questions and audience questions and everything. And I just think it's so crazy that J-Lo has had like a second life due to Off Campus. Like after 20 years, her song On the Floor was back on the charts because of Off Campus. And I think, first of all, it's really smart and great that she has leaned in to the popularity of this show. Like, she could have very easily been like, oh, like, LOL, my song's back on the charts, and been like, I don't want any part of this, like, stupid fucking show. But the fact that she was like, wait, the show's actually great, I'm watching it, even if she didn't. Like, she's just, like, told everybody she did. She's like, I'm watching it, I love the cast. And then she made a video with Mika Abdallah, who plays Allie Cat in the show, who is famously dresses up as J-Lo in the show and the reason for the song. And they made a video that got 100 million views on Instagram Reels, which is just so fucking viral. And the fact that J-Lo decided to capitalize on this moment instead of like avoid it and be like, I'm better than this, I'm bigger than this. The fact that she leaned into it, I think is really fucking smart. Either it was her or somebody on her team. If it's somebody on her team, like, they deserve a big fat fucking raise. And if it was her, kudos to J-Lo, because that is what you need to do. Like, viral moments are so hard to come by these days. Everything has like a quick little moment, but Off Campus really has that staying power. It's now been out for almost 2 months, and the show is only getting bigger. The fandom is only getting larger. The hype for season 2 is just only getting greater. And the fact that J-Lo decided to lean into this is so smart. Any artist who was featured on this show has really had like a second, or even just like being introduced to audiences, had like a first life because of this show. The Beaches is a really great example. Their song, oh my God, I love it and I'm forgetting it right now. Like, turn me around, right upside down, was like a very big moment in the show, and the Beaches blew up because of it. G-Flip blew up because of it. There's just so many different people. Shapeshifting on a Saturday Night, like all these different songs that have become Jensen McCrae, like so popular and known, and have given these artists like a massive platform. And it's just really impressive, and I'm just in awe of how the fandom has grown, how this show has taken on just like a second, a third, a fifth life, and is just going to continue to grow and get bigger and bigger. And J-Lo capitalizing on this moment was so smart. Her being at Obsessed Fest was so smart. I haven't seen that many other stories from Obsessed Fest. Somebody wore a bike helmet in one of the panels, and the cast was cracking up at it. Of course, like the bike helmet of Wellesley. So funny moments like that. I haven't seen much else, but it's just a really great moment for fans. It's really smart on Amazon Prime's part to do this, to have all the cast members be there and just make a moment like this. So yeah, that's just so smart. A bunch of new songs came out this past weekend. As I talked about, Sombr's new song. Benson Boone also has a new song that just came out. Gracie Abrams, Look at My Life. So good. Gracie Abrams has this really incredible ability to like unravel everything going on in her mind and also make it really relatable to everybody else. And like, especially Fame, which is like the most unrelatable thing ever. She has been able to make her experience with Fame relatable to the everyday person and be like, I wanted this thing so badly. This is something that I've always wanted in my entire life. And now that I've got it, it feels nothing like I ever wanted it to. Like, it feels so sorry for the ambulance or the fire alarm, but like, you know, Gracie Abrams stops for nobody. It just is so impressive. The lyrics, the song itself, I really think it's going to have a massive, massive life. It is also the name of her tour, the Look at My Life tour. So I assumed it was going to be a great song, and it is. It's such a vibe, and it's also very real and very relatable, and it's like, the message behind it is like wanting something so badly and then finally getting it and it being like nothing like you expected, and hoping that when you got this thing that it fixed all your problems and made everything better, and then when you got it, you're like, actually nothing is any better. Actually, things are worse. It's a great song. Check it out. She's not paying me to do this, obviously, but I just love the song. What else? I went to Noah Kahan's concert this past weekend. I went to the Great Divide Tour in Philly. A lot to discuss. Sit back, relax, because I have a lot to say. The concert was amazing. I think it was one of the best Noah Kahan shows I've ever seen. I think he sounds incredible. I think he looks so happy to be there. He's so grateful to be up there. The entire show, he was just looking out at the crowd like, holy fucking shit, what is my life? Like, how is this real? I'm so in awe of this. It was a attendance record at Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia, and as incredible as that is, they packed the stadium, and it really felt that way. Like, the bathroom lines were unbelievable. It was insane. It was actually really messy and like just felt like the most disorganized concert I've ever been to. Not Noah Kahan's fault at all. Just like was a fucking mess getting to our seats and everything. And you couldn't pee to save your life. And which leads to my discussion of the next thing. Somebody pooped on the floor of the show. 2 songs in, by the way, mind you, after Doors. The first song is American Cars, then Doors, and then somebody shat on the floor. And like, I'm not making an excuse for this person. That's fucking disgusting. Like, ew. This has nothing to do with the fact that the bathroom lines were long. That is so absolutely, unbelievably disgusting. Ew. Somebody pooped on the floor of the concert. What? What have we come to? Nothing is worth poop. No. Like, no. And then all these people came on TikTok after and they were like, debrief from my car. This girl in front of me shat on the floor. Ew. Obviously, Noah Kahan got wind of this, passed gas of this. I don't know. I tried. And responded, and he was like, please don't poop on the floor of my concert. And then last night at his Montreal or Toronto, one of the places in Canada, at his tour last night, he made the audience like pledge to not poop on the floor. And it was really funny. He has a really great sense of humor and an ability to like bring light to all these crazy situations. And he just addresses controversy and criticism head on every single time. And it's really impressive. Like, whether it's about the set list and the fans responding to that, or it's about somebody literally pooping on the floor of his concert, like, he brings light and humor and levity to the situation and like brings it to light before it gets any bigger. Like, he's the first to the scene, which I find really impressive and admirable. And I think a lot of other artists and people and companies and anybody can really take note of that as a way to respond to criticism and critique and controversy and all that stuff. He just has a really good way to do it. And we see it every single time. The concert was amazing. Hearing Orbiter live, hearing Willing and Able live, like, it was an incredible concert. It was. I loved every second of it. If you get a chance to go, obviously it's really fucking hard to go, and obviously be saying get a chance if you have a chance to go. Like, everybody would go. I'm taking it back, but The concert was amazing. I posted a couple videos on Instagram from it at Guy Set Podcast. You can follow me there. I'm going to post more as well, but it was really great. I'm grateful that I got to go. I loved it so much. And he's just he's a fucking talent, and he's just getting better and better. Live performing, he's just getting better and better. He seems so much more confident. He's so much more present. And I'm proud of him. I'm like a friend of mine. I'm proud of Noah Kahan. The next story, let's get into it. Love Island. I am finally caught up on Love Island. It has taken me a while to finally catch up. I am now up to date, so I can finally talk about all of my thoughts on everybody and give you like a definitive review. My favorites on the island are Trinity. Trinity is so great. Like, she is one of those people on this show that you're like, she will be famous. Like, she is going to be famous. She has such a good head on her shoulders. She is such a supportive friend. She's great. She's amazing. She's beautiful. She's smart. She's kind. She's talented. Like, she's everything. Like, I'm grateful to shows like this. Not for a lot, but for Trinity, I am, because like they gave rise to a star. Like, a star was born with Trinity. She's such a great person. And like a show like Love Island, it is hard to get a good edit because you're there for 24 hours a day. Like, they're getting you at all of your moments, the good, the bad, the ugly. And like, Trinity just has really good moments consistently. She's so great. I also really love Melanie. I know that's also that one's not, Trinity's not a controversial take. Melanie is a controversial take. I've loved Melanie from the start. Like, I've seen the good in Melanie from the start. She was definitely a little crazy, and like she just, I think, has a really good head on her shoulders. The fact that these people are all like 24, 25 is also so crazy. But she's really a great friend to Anaya. You saw that last night. Like, she was such a good, she like spoke life into Anaya. She was like, Anaya, like, there is a whole life outside of this villa. Like, you need to remember that. Like, Melanie needs a Melanie, because like, she needs somebody to be like, you need to get your shit together because you are better than all these people. You are a good person. Like, there's a life outside of here, and like, remember that. And I just am feeling so sad for Melanie right now, especially with Amora coming into the villa, who's in her couple. If you don't watch Love Island, like, you can just skip the rest of this episode. I'm sorry. Like, I'm getting really passionate about it. If you didn't watch Love Island, like, thanks for listening. I'll see you on Thursday. Love you. Bye. But if you did, anyway, Melanie, I'm really feeling bad for her because she's obviously really like sincere, and like, she just really likes him, and she can't let him go. And she went on these great, like, she just had a great connection with this other guy, but like, he just wasn't sincere to her. The guy's name is Sincere, if you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. And that sucks because like, he sucks so much, and she just can't see that because she's blinded by like her love for this guy. Speaking of people that suck, Zach. Hey, Zach, how you doing, buddy? Zach is so awful to Kata. Like, he does not give her anything that she needs. Also, the fact that like, Kata is so close with Trinity, and Bryce gives Trinity everything, and Zach gives Kata the bare minimum. He's one of those guys that like, every time he says something super toxic and crazy, he's like, it was just a joke. Like, I'm kidding. It was a joke. Like, you can't take a joke. Like, no. Like, when you say I love you to somebody and then you say I'm just kidding and it's a joke, like, actually, that's not that funny. Like, actually, that's not funny at all. Actually, it's pretty fucked up, Zach, okay? Like, that's a really mean thing to do. That's a harmful thing to do. Like, why can't you understand that? Like, where is somebody to be like, Zach, you suck. Like, by the way, you suck. Like, he makes all the guys feel like what they say is good, and they're like, when he had that conversation with Sincere on the dock, sorry, I'm getting really passionate. When he had that conversation with Sincere on the dock, and he was like, I feel like Melanie, like, really brought the vibes down. Like, no, actually, Sincere made out with a girl for 3 days straight and then told Melanie he felt nothing for her, by the way, after he did that like 3 times repeatedly. Like, no, Sincere brought the vibes down by being a shitty person, okay? And then Zach being like, I just feel like she like really didn't match her energy, and she like made the whole thing worse. And Sincere was like, exactly, bro. Like, those are the people you see at the gates of hell. Like, what? What are we doing? Zach and Sincere, get off my island. Thank you very much. Kata, like, Melanie, know your worth, ladies. Oh, sorry. Very passionate about this. I flip-flop back and forth on Kenzie. because I really think Kenzie's great. I think she's had a mess of a time in this villa. I don't see how you can't. Like, it is literally Insecure Island. It's also, like, Torture Island. It's literally the Stanford Prison Experiment Island. I don't know how anybody can have, like, a good time in here. So I really like Kenzie. Sue me, I like Kenzie. I think that she puts Corbin in her place every chance she gets. I think that the fact that she falls really hard and also gets over it really hard is really great. She moves on quickly, but she does not let go of her grudge and her pettiness, and I like that. Anaya. Let's talk about Anaya. Taking back KC and saying that she wants KC when Carl was right fucking there. Like, Carl was right fucking there. Carl is such a good guy. And, like, everybody knows it. Like, they were all like, let's bring Carl back. Let's bring Carl back. As he's, like, sitting in a cake being like, I'm literally right here. Like, wait till you guys fucking see. Like, Carl was so good. Almost to the point, like the fact that Anaya couldn't see it is crazy, and I'm almost like, I wonder if that's gonna be a problem for him, or he'll be like, you know what, she was blinded by KC. Like, I hope, I know that she really did like me, and I felt something in this connection. So I don't know what's gonna happen there. Anaya, I felt so sad for her. Like, I honestly, at the same time, is like, I'm so pissed that she decided to go with her gut. Like, at the same time, she really liked him, and like, I can't fault somebody for that. KC went about everything the wrong way. So did TT. She went about it the wrong way too. Like, both of them went about everything the wrong way. Coming back into that island, like, acting like they were just... KC just said everything wrong. If he had come back and been like, Anaya, I'm so sorry. Like, I met her. I want to explore her. Like, I know what I said. I'm so sorry, but like, I like her. And I'm sorry. And just came in with like a little bit of like remorse or some apology. Like, it would have been better than being like, I have feelings too. Like, okay, it's coming in that defensive and without any sort of remorse or apology, and then being like, I did nothing wrong. The fact that Megan Thee Stallion was like, were you not in Casa? Like, sick. Also, Trinity in that scene just being like, you rise up still, or like whatever she said, like, rise up, I guess. Like, so fucking funny. I could go on for a while about Love Island. I have so much more to say. I will be recapping it when I can, and I'm going to try and keep up the best I can. That is the episode. Thank you so much for listening to If You're Going on a Date this week. Oh, I'm going to check Twitter and see if there's anything else going on in the world before I leave you till Thursday. I'll see you on Thursday. I'll be back shortly. Let's just see if there's anything else that I missed. People are pissed about KC and Sincere, obviously. People want Zach gone. I'm just seeing a lot of Love Island stuff. I'm sure it's just like, to me. Ariana Grande tickets are crazy. Okay, that's the episode. Thanks for listening. Love you. I'll see you on Thursday, and I hope you have a great day if you're going on a date. I'll see you on Thursday. See ya.